We've obviously had a bit of a wet sumping event here at some time. Now I know that when I first checked this bike over before I started it, a lot of the oil had gone from the tank down into the crankcase. So I recovered it from there as it was quite clean and put it back in the tank, and it came up pretty much full. But obviously from a previous wet sumping event, the primary chain case has got filled, probably with the bike perhaps standing, leaning on its side stand, and the crankcase would have filled up via wet sumping, and then oil has got through past the main bearing and its seal. So there should actually be a seal on it usually, but clearly this has got rather full of oil. I just wanted to take this off to strobe the ignition timing, so I'm gonna have to take it off and probably have a great big gloop of oil come out, and then I'll have to lower it down to the correct level. I'm surprised that the clutch wasn't slipping when we went for that ride, even though it does feel quite heavy. I think the springs are done up quite firmly on it, maybe as a result of slippage caused by lots of oil being in there, I don't know. But say there's a good bit waiting behind there, waiting to come out, so I'd better let that out and get the level corrected. Then I'll be able to set my strobe up and hopefully verify the ignition timing on this one. Well, I'm draining the oil down to the correct level now via the drain plug, level plug, sorry, that's level, that's drain. And it's going to take a while, so I'm going to knock off for lunch. There's a fair bit of oil to come out of there yet, and there's a fair bit of oil already come out when I took this cover off. As you can see, probably there's a tide mark on the alternator rotor. That's how deep the oil has been in there. The engine seems to have stopped right in a position it must have been stopped at for a very long time at some point. Notice that dark area and the light area across just above the centre of it. Well, that's how high the oil has been in this primary case. Must have a good gasket. Anyway, I'm going to go and have my lunch and wait for this thing to settle down to the correct level, and then I'm going to get the strobe out and check the ignition timing.